All right. We are live on YouTube. Another episode of Ask Coach Eli Anything starts right now. Whoops. Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after banging that bell, if that pop-up box pops up, make sure that you select all notifications. And that way you won't miss anything. You won't miss a single thing when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And don't forget, on your mobile device, in addition to what I just mentioned, you need to make sure that on your Android or your iPhone that you have your YouTube app set to receive all notifications at a device level, to make sure that notification shows up on your phone when I go live, or whenever any of your other favorite content creators go live, or when they post a pre-recorded video right when they publish it. If you have all notifications set everywhere, like I just mentioned, you will be notified right away whenever we put out anything. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Turbo Alpha says, morning coffee with Coach Eli. That's right. I'm glad you mentioned that, Turbo Alpha. I'll tell you why, because the other character that does morning coffee has been AWOL. Absent without approved leave. He's been AWOL, probably trying to figure out what to do. But that's okay. Coach Eli's here to stay, and I'll make up for all of the lack of content out here lately on YouTube. I'll make up for that. But anyways, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is one of 3 streams I'm going to be doing today. Like I mentioned yesterday, if you caught my episode 1 of my Ask Coach Eli Anything series, I'm going to be doing that pretty much almost every day when possible, in addition to my regular live streams. So what's going to happen is typically on Mondays through Fridays, around this time, I'll be doing my first installment of Ask Coach Eli Anything, where you can ask me any questions and I'll answer them for you through the chat. If you want to join me on Hangouts and ask questions or help me answer questions from the chat, if you're an expert, regarding something, or if you have similar knowledge as I do, you're welcome to come on the chat and help me out with that, or welcome to come on the Hangouts and help me out with that. And then in the middle of the day, a few hours after this first show ends on Mondays through Fridays, I'll do my regular show with an actual topic where I'll probably do a reaction video, or, we'll talk about a specific topic, or I'll interview somebody or something like that. And then after that, I go take my walk at the park, and then I come back and do an evening version of this same show here, Ask Coach Eli Anything. I really want to help as many people as possible accomplish whatever their heart desires. So, yes, that's the way it's going to go here. Let's see here. All right. Before we get into that, and before I start getting some questions here, we've got 9 in the box right now so far, and thank you very much for being here. I want to remind you folks once again that this Tuesday, July 30th, 2019 at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a free, very extensive OBS training tutorial 2 days before Google and YouTube shut down Hangouts on air. This has been highly requested because people want to figure out another way to, import panels through a third-party software program like OBS. So I'm going to be doing that again this Tuesday, July 30th, 2019 at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be a private live stream on my channel. It's not going to be unlisted, and it's not going to be public. It's going to be a private stream, meaning that I have to give you access to it by email. So if you would like to be a part of this stream, if you would like to be a part of this epic stream, I can only have a maximum of 50 people, and the spots are filling up. So, if you want to be a part of this, you're going to have to email me as soon as possible. Okay? Go below the description section of this live stream, or if you view this on the replay, my email is there, Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. You have to send me an actual email, not a Hangouts message or no other type of message. It has to go right to my email. Okay? And in the subject line, just type in something that says, I want to be a part of the OBS tutorial, blah, blah, blah. And then you want to email me, preferably from the email that you use to log into your Google/YouTube account. Okay, because that is the email I will take and give access to. And if you do not log in to your YouTube/Google account with that email, you will not be able to access the free private stream. Now, if you do email me from a different email than the one you use to log into your YouTube account, you must put in the body of the email, this is the email I'll be logging into YouTube with. Please grant me access to this, and I will go ahead and do that. Now, sometime on Monday, probably by late Monday, and you'll get this by Tuesday morning before the show starts, I will email you back with instructions on how to access the stream, etc. Okay? That's how it's going to happen. So, if you want to be a part of this epic stream, if you want to learn how to use OBS, how to import other ways to bring panels on to a live stream, okay, I'm going to show you folks everything you need to know about OBS. I'm going to show you folks how to tweak your internet settings based on the internet connection you have. I'm going to share with you folks how to get the right video settings, the audio settings. I'm going to show you folks how to create scenes through OBS, kind of like I use here. Like a scene is this. Like when I switch to, from the full screen here to, the Hangout screen, or if I switch to the quad screen, that's a scene. I'm going to show you folks how to make that happen. I'm going to show you folks how these nice transitions happen, the fade in, fade out, and fade into the other screen, okay? I'm going to show you folks how to do that and much, much more. You're not going to want to miss this stream. There are many other people out here that have done OBS tutorials, and they're not going to be as extensive. They haven't been as extensive as what this will be, folks. So you're not going to want to miss this. Brunette Girl 25. Hey, you caught me on my lunch break. Hey, great to have you here. Brunette Girl 25. Nice to have you here. Now, folks, before I start answering some questions, today, if you look over here on the top left, once again, we have the OBS Training Fund. That is the donation fund here today. If you would like to donate to support this channel, please, do so by scrolling up and, reading what Nightbot mentioned. Every 6 minutes, Nightbot will be sharing my PayPal link, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you're receiving. You can also write a note of any length, and I'll read that live on the air. Or if you choose to remain anonymous, just type in that note, I want to remain anonymous, and I will fully respect that and will respect your privacy. I do not dox anybody here, okay? Donations are not required, but they're greatly appreciated, and it's what's pretty much supporting this channel for the time being until I get monetized. And even when I get monetized, the primary ways that this business will be funded will be through donations and people that actually use my paid coaching services, which you can find out more about that on my website at coach.eliasmelas.com. All right. So let me see what's going on in the chat there. Let's see what we have to start off this show here today. Carl Childers is here. Hello, Add a Grip on Life. Thanks for all you do. My question is, how do you balance work-life when working 12 to 16 hours a day? Any tips? Thanks. Well, that depends on your situation, Carl. It depends. I'm a single man that lives by myself. So I pretty much do whatever the hell I want to do when I want to do it. But I still have other things I need to take care of. I have my day job when I have insurance clients. That comes first. I typically take care of all that in the morning, and then I clear up the rest of my day, to do YouTube stuff. Now, if I do get some client calls throughout the day, typically they'll leave me a message and I'll call them back in between live streams, in between my walk at the park, or I'll even take calls while I'm at my walk at the park. I balance it out that way. But there are other people. I believe you're either married or have a girlfriend. You may have a family. Like if you have a family, children, a wife, and kids, you got to figure that out within your family and your kids. And, I believe you're a man, obviously. Carl's a male name. If you have a wife or a girlfriend, you need to communicate that with her, because she probably has things going on. Maybe she's working, or if she's a housewife, or, a housewife is known as a homekeeper nowadays. That's rare, but it still happens. If she's a homekeeper and taking care of the kids, you need to communicate with her. Hey, babe, this is what I have to do to bring home the bacon, to take care of the family. I'm going to dedicate this time to work. I'm going to come home, have dinner, and then I have a little bit of work to do. But then after that, I'll snuggle up in bed with you and we'll watch a movie together. And then this weekend, babe, I'll make up for that by taking you hiking or taking you on a weekend getaway trip. We'll take the kids. We'll do this. It's all about communication, Carl. It's all about communication. The number one thing I have learned when it comes to relationships, whether you're married or dating, especially this is more so for men, but it's the same thing for women. Women just want you to communicate with them and to be honest with them. Number one, never lie to a woman you care about, no matter what it is. Okay, even if it's something that's happening at your job, and let's say your job is on the line and you may end up losing your job. The moment you find that out, you want to communicate that with your partner, because if something happens and you lose your job and it creates a little bit of a struggle, at least you made her aware far enough in advance to where she may be able to help you. Maybe she can reach out to her family for some support. Maybe she might be able to get a temporary part-time job to help. You got to communicate everything as soon as it happens and be very clear about it. Communication and honesty, most important aspects right there. Now, I enjoy what I do. And so when I put in 12 to 16 hours a day to do what I do out here on YouTube, between this and then my day job as well, I love what I do here. And to me, I really don't consider this work. So when I am here live on the air and chatting with you folks and helping you folks out and doing these streams, I feel like I'm on vacation. Now, when I work my day job, which, I don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed selling insurance and doing all that, but it's not my passion. I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy this. So when I work on my day job, I do that because it pays my bills for the time being, and I've got to take care of that. But I do it as quickly as possible, as efficiently and effectively as possible, and then I get on to what I really enjoy doing, which is this. Now, when you enjoy what you do, whether you're working for somebody else or working for yourself, that's the most important part. If you enjoy what you do, it really doesn't feel like work. It is work. You still have to work it, but it really doesn't feel like work. So, but yes, there are times, even if you enjoy what you do as much as I do, here on my channel, you still have to take breaks, because no matter how much of a Superman you feel you are, like I feel I am, your body's going to shut you down and force you to take a break if you don't. So you just have to balance it out. Communicate with your spouse, your partner, your family, your friends, people that are dependent on you, and that you have friendships with. You want to communicate that with them regularly and be as open and honest as possible, and make them aware of any changes immediately if possible, or as soon as possible. The more you delay telling somebody something because you fear something's going to go wrong is your demise right there. Trust me, I've been that way. Lucy says communication is key. Absolutely. Carl Childers, I see now why they call you Coach Eli. That was a very good answer. Wow. Well, thank you, Carl. I appreciate that. Well, I've had a lot of experience doing things the wrong way, Carl. You learn from your mistakes. And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to, become a coach years ago, because I've been through all this and I didn't get to where I'm at today, by just doing something and, it automatically worked out the first time. I learned from my mistakes, and now I want to share my experiences with you folks. So that way, maybe you make fewer mistakes, when you're trying to accomplish something. You're still going to make mistakes no matter how much support you have, even from somebody like me. But you'll end up making fewer mistakes when you have the right person or right people guiding you along the path of your success, rather than going into it blind. I didn't have anybody to mentor me when I first went into it. I went into it blind, being an entrepreneur, and I had to figure it out on my own. But then I found some mentors and I connected with some people that were more experienced than me at the time, and that really helped out. And here's the thing, folks. There's, how do I say this the right way? A lot of people are afraid to ask other people for help because they feel they have too much pride, or they feel like, when you ask somebody for help that you're putting yourself beneath them. No. I value all people, whether someone's less experienced than I am or more experienced than I am. I value everyone. And even the people that are more experienced, those are the people that I want to connect with, because they could teach me something I don't know, which I could teach you folks and other people down the road. So that's that. Carl Childers says, sorry for the double post, but would you ever consider doing a day in the life type vlog showing your typical day? I think it would be very interesting. Well, I pretty much talk about it, Carl, and to honestly do that would take a lot of work, a lot of editing. I do have an iPhone that I can record things on the go with some pretty fancy equipment to record great audio and video. Also, the camera that I use here is a Canon Vixia HFR 700 that I am using to live stream by using a capture card. I use something called an Elgato Cam Link. So I don't use a webcam, but I can even take this camera and bring it wherever I go and make it happen. The problem is that it takes a lot of time to do that. And there's going to be a lot of editing involved with music, with transitions, and setting things up properly. And I could do it, but I can tell you that would not get a lot of views. It might get 200 views, if that, from people that know me well enough and care enough about me to view it, but it wouldn't be a video that would go viral. And the amount of effort it would take for me to create that at this point, I hate to say it, would not bring me enough return to justify it. You have to understand one thing, being an entrepreneur, you want to do things for your clients, your audience, etc. But you have to also do things that make sense, that are a productive use of your time and are going to move you forward. So for me, what I've learned is no matter how good something may appear to be, or no matter how badly 1 or 2 or 3 people want something, I have to look at the bigger picture and say, is it worth my time to do this? And is the return going to, be greater than the effort made to create it, right? So, planetary assault systems. Coach, have you rich women in the family? I'm not going to answer that question, planetary assault systems. That's a trolling question. It's a rude question. So, if you're gonna troll planetary assault systems, I'm going to ban you, because those questions are trollish questions. It's unnecessary. So I'll give you a chance, but you continue, bro, I'm going to have to remove you, and I don't want to do that. Okay? So anyway, let's see. We've got 13 people in the box, and we've got 0 people chatting here. So yeah, folks, like I mentioned a second ago, boy, Jesus Christ. All right, dude. You're gone, bro. I'm sorry, Planetary Assault Systems. You know that I'm not dealing with trolls, and you're asking stupid, trollish questions. And if you do that and you're not here for the right reasons and to learn, you're going to get removed. And that's fine. I don't care. I only have 14 people here right now. No big deal. But those 14 people, they want to be here. I'd rather have 14 people that want to be here and want to participate for the right reasons and have 80 people here. And, you know, like 65 of them are just here to troll. I don't want that. Lucy, Planetary Assault Systems got banned. The majority of us date women who are financially stable. Eliminates the unnecessary bullshit. Yeah, no, that's true. Like my ex made the same amount of money as I did. So that's good. That's something you want to look at. Hello, Coach. Hello, folks. This is Gravy Bake. Welcome to the show, Gravy Bake. Yeah, that's something I used to mention all the time when I was dating my ex. Look, if you date a woman or marry a woman that makes similar money or pretty close to it, you're basically equally contributing to the marital assets. So if you end up going through a divorce, you're really not going to lose anything because you both equally contributed to it. And I mentioned that many, many times, in some past videos on my former channel, and these MGTOW guys still criticize me for that. And I'm like, that makes logical sense. Look, if I make, let's say, for example, I make 150 grand a year and a woman I'm seeing makes 150 grand a year, and we get married and we continue to each make 150 grand a year apiece, right? Okay. So if we each contribute equally to the marriage financially for 10 years, and then she divorces me, she's going to get half of what I have, and I'm going to get half of what she has. And if it's all equal, so be it, right? Now remember, when you get married, anything that you had before the marriage is not community property. It only becomes community property once you legally tie the knot. From that point, anything you earn together, is community property. So that's a very good point there, Lucy. Date a woman that makes equal money to you, and here's the thing. Why would you want to date someone that makes far less than you or far more than you? I mean, you could, it's up to you, but why wouldn't you want to date someone that is similar to you, that is familiar to you? We are attracted to the familiar. Okay. That's why, I've heard from many other coaches and therapists online, and I've done a lot of research and personal development within myself over the years that, like a little boy growing up is going to look up to his mother in being the role model of the type of woman he's going to be attracted to, right? Because we are familiar with our parents, right? So we are attracted to the familiar. So why would you want to date someone that makes 10 times the amount of money you make, or makes far less than what you make, or makes nothing at all? It just makes logical sense there, right? And some of you guys might say, okay, I'll date a woman that's richer than me, and then I'll divorce her and take half her shit. Well, here's the thing. If she's making that amount of money, number one, she'll probably get a prenup on you. Number two, she's going to end up trying to probably control you if she's making 10 times more than you are. And is she going to be able to honestly respect you when you're only making 1/10 of the income she's making? Okay? You got to do what makes logical sense, guys. You got to make logical sense. Red Dragon says, then I banned myself from your chat. I don't like walking on eggshells. Red Dragon, are you Planetary Assault Systems? Okay. I'm not asking you to walk on eggshells, Red Dragon. I'm asking you to not be a fucking troll and don't ask stupid questions. Don't ask, are there rich women in my family? I'll trade you a horse for a dog. I'm not here to talk about that bullshit. All right? If you're going to sit here and troll and ask stupid questions, I'm going to remove you. That's the bottom line. If you want to be here for the right reasons, be here for the right reasons. All right? Does that make sense to you, man? Okay? Now, Frost Wolf, 8-bit reactor. Anyone else out here? Oh, there he is. No fried rice, Eli. You mean fried rye, right? No fried rye for you. No fried rye for you, Joe. I take half your money, Joe. No fried rye for you. Carl Childers says, do you offer private and personal coaching sessions? Coach Corey Wayne does, but it's $1,000 per hour. I can't afford that. Yes, I do provide private coaching sessions. Go to my website, coacheli.com, and click on the coaching services tab, and you'll see my packages there. But Carl, I got to be honest with you. I'm not an idiot. And, you are an account that has no picture. I don't even think that's your real name, to be honest with you. And I think you're somebody I know trying to troll me. As a matter of fact, if I had to guess who I think you are, I think you are Clorox Bleach as a sock account. Now, I could be wrong. But, listen, I spot trolls a mile away. And your questions are very trollish. I got to be honest with you. Maybe you're trying to play the role of a troll that seems legitimate, trying to build trust with me, right? But seriously, if I get messages that are out of the ordinary compared to what's been happening here normally, and especially if you're stating things like I stated before, yeah, I've stated before that, Coach Corey Wayne charges $1,000 per hour. Most people out here know that, I look up to Corey Wayne. I still watch Corey Wayne stuff. I learned a lot from Corey Wayne. I like his material. But a lot of the stuff you're saying, Carl, is making me believe that you're a troll, either Blue Ball Brandon, BBB, or Clorox Bleach, or somebody from the other side that doesn't like me. So, here's the thing, man. If you want to buy my coaching services, they're non-refundable. If you want to spend the money, I'll reach out to you and I'll coach you. I will. That's totally fine. I'd be happy to help you out if you're legitimate. If you're trolling, you're trolling. Is there some way I can prove myself? Well, like I said, you know what? If you want to use my coaching services, go to the website, choose a package that works best for you, and then follow the instructions on that page. You're going to have to send me an email, and we will set up a time next week to talk, and I'll help you out as best as possible. Okay? Now, if you purchase one of my coaching services, which are non-refundable, and you end up being a troll trying to stick it to me, that's fine. At least I'll still have your money at that point, and at that point, it'll be worth my time to take that chance. So like I said to other people, no disrespect, I'm just stating the facts, you want to prove your identity, put your money where your mouth is. You can also make a donation of any amount, Carl Childers, to the show, to the OBS Training Fund. You can show good faith, throw me a 10 or a 20 and prove to me that you're a real person and prove to me you really care about this. You could do that. But let me just say that, trollish behavior, I've got a great radar for that. And you may very well be legitimate, Carl, but what I'm just saying is that your responses and what you're saying, and you pretty much showing up almost every stream, on the dot, is trollish activity to me. I'm just saying that. Maybe it's coincidental, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Fonzo, welcome. Fonzo's in the house. McNoodles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Wolf America's Butt. Hi. What up, Eli? What's up, McNoodles? How you doing, man? How are you doing? All right. Got 14 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So we've been going right now for 38 minutes. Does anybody else have any other questions they would like for me to answer? If not, I'm going to be wrapping this up in the next 20, 22 minutes or so. I'm willing to go as long as an hour and a half if there are other questions people want to ask. Do you folks like this backdrop today? Let's check it out. This background. All right. So, whoops. Shit. Why can't I do this the right way? You see, a morning without coffee is like sleep. A morning without coffee is like sleep. Right? Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is. McNoodle says, I'm doing good. Well, that's great to hear, man. Great to hear. Happy Friday to you, man. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope you all have some great plans for this weekend. I'm going to be going on a 14-mile hike tomorrow. My activity partner's father recommended this hike. It's about an hour away from where I live and about 2 hours away from where she lives. So she's going to come meet me in my area in the morning. I'm going to drive out there and we're going to do this awesome hike. I got to tell you, folks, I feel good. I feel good. And I'll tell you honestly, I've been eating a little bit more than normal lately, and I haven't gained any weight. I've actually been getting more and more fit. The thing, folks, is if you exercise regularly, if you walk 3 to 4 miles a day at the park like I do, and then you do 1 or 2 major hikes on the weekends, okay, you can pretty much almost eat whatever you want, and you won't gain weight, and you'll stay fit. You want to enjoy dessert, you want to enjoy carbs, you want to enjoy all the good stuff, then earn it by fucking working out. You see, I also find time to fit in exercise on top of everything else. When you were asking how do you balance a 14 to 16 hour workday, Carl Childers, you got to fit that in as well, because that makes you feel good. It releases your endorphins, and that gives you energy, and it just makes you feel amazing. It makes you feel incredible. Eli, you having a hiking date? It's not a date, brother. We just hang out. We enjoy doing similar things. Okay? You can almost consider us, pretty good friends. But I like the company of a lady and she likes the company of a man. But, that's as far as it goes at this point. Like I mentioned, who knows what happens tomorrow? Who knows what happens a week from now, a month from now? It's just not there yet. And we're not saying that, it's never going to happen. But she's been through some stuff. I've been through some stuff, and we're just taking our time, and we just enjoy doing similar things without pressure. It's all good. Let's see. Today's my birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, McNoodles. And Frostwolf says that as well. Catwoman says, I need to start hiking. Welcome to the show, Catwoman. How are you doing today? Let's see. Check your PayPal, says Frostwolf Studios. Excellent. Wow. I forgot about money, but it is important. It's an important part of running your business. Yes. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, I want to thank Frostwolf Studios for the 71-cent PayPal donation. He says, you're awesome, Eli. Keep grinding and going, and I will always support you, my friend. I'll always support you as well, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for the 71-cent PayPal donation. I'm going to update the OBS training fund to 79 cents. There we go. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. 8-bit Reactor's in the house. How you doing, 8-bit Reactor? How are you doing, man? Hey, everyone. Lucy says, at 8-bit Reactor, and a bunch of emojis. Catwoman says, I'm okay, a little depressed, but I will get through it. Catwoman, what's going on? Maybe we can help you out here before we close down this show. I'll probably shut this show down in about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, this is one of my impromptu hanging out with subscribers and more streams where you can ask Coach Eli anything. On these streams, you get free life coaching. 15 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Are you asking me? If you're asking me, I'm doing fantastic. Well, can you share a little bit about what's going on? I know you don't use your real name, which is fine. No one's going to know who you are. But I'd like to give you a little advice or maybe motivate you and try to help you feel a little bit better. But you got to give me something to work with, Catwoman. Coming out and saying you're a little depressed, but you'll get through it, makes me, feel sad. I want everyone to feel good here, including you. And I know I can help you do that. I got the energy to do that. I want to zap some of my energy your way. Just tired of people that you hire not keeping their word. Okay, so basically you run a business, I'm assuming, and you are hiring people that are not reliable. Now, let me ask you this. Can you generally mention what type of work it is? You don't have to name the business or the address. I know that's doxing and stuff. I don't want to do that. But what type of work do you do? What type of work do you do? And what type of people are you hiring? And what are you paying them? Are you paying them minimum wage? Are you paying above minimum wage? I understand as a small business owner, it's a struggle. So typically a lot of small business owners will pay minimum wage or slightly above it. Are you hiring millennials? Are you hiring post millennials? What are you hiring? 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds? No, it was contractors. Are you talking about general contractors? Are you talking about, actual contractors, that build things? Are you talking about independent contractors, such as a 1099 employee, working for someone else, but being an independent contractor of that business? A little more specific. I don't have enough information to help you yet. Just some work I was having done on my home. Okay. Now I have enough information. Let me tell you something. Nowadays, it's very difficult to find good contractors. And I've had experience in dealing with this because before my father passed away, my brother and myself, were helping my father remodel some of the homes within his estate that's now, run by my mother. And fortunately, my father was a very smart man. He was an entrepreneur like me. And he had a lot of connections, and he properly researched the right contractors and found a contractor that not only was very reasonably priced, but did good work. But my dad stayed on top of him. If there was any mistake made by him or one of his workers, okay, my dad was on top of that. So you got to stay on top of it. Bonzo says, I understand, Eli, hiking don't cost money, dating costs money, so you're hanging out with her. Exactly, dude. Look, I spent a lot of money on my ex. And I'm not jaded. I'm not upset that I spent the money. I'm not going to lie. I had good times with my ex. But this time, I don't want to jump into something as quickly as I did with my ex when several months before that, I got into a relationship with a woman that cheated on me. So I kind of want to give myself a little bit more than a 3 to 6 month gap before jumping back in. And now it's been almost a year since my ex and I split up. And so who knows? Maybe a week or two from now, a month from now, 2 months from now, who knows? Maybe something will happen. But I will tell you folks this, if something does happen, sure, I may make you folks aware of it, but you'll never know who the hell she is because I'm not going to put myself in the same position that I did with my ex and give these, especially these MGTOW idiots, ammunition to attack any future relationship I may get into. But yeah, that's a good way to put it, Bonzo. Thank you. Lucy at Catwoman, contractors are bogus. We have similar issues here within northern Minnesota as well. And Catwoman says, they said they would be done in a specific time frame and they are already a month over. Well, do you have the contract? Because part of a contract by a contractor states a specific time they're going to be done by. And if they're not done by that time, they face penalties, meaning that for every day extra it takes for them to complete the work, okay, the less money they're going to make on the job. What motivates contractors to work faster and more efficiently is a contract with a set date and repercussion or penalties apply for every single day that it takes additionally to finish the work. So you got to be on top of it. At Lucy, it's probably nationwide. It just stinks. Okay. Nationwide, are you talking about the insurance company? Shit, I thought Nationwide is on your side. Now, Nationwide is not one of the insurance carriers that I work with. I'm an independent insurance agent / broker for my day job. But Nationwide certainly has been advertising a lot on TV lately with these fancy commercials. And people buy into it. So, yeah, as far as the contractor goes, well, okay, Lucy says, if she has the contract, she could possibly rail them good depending on the state. Well, any state, man, if you have a contract, it has to be clearly stated in the contract. The work is to be completed by this date. Should the work not be completed by such and such date, these penalties will apply for every additional day it takes to complete the work. You just got to be on top of it, and you got to get in their face. Now, Catwoman, are you married or are you living by yourself? Do you have a husband that could help you with this? Do you have family members that are more experienced at dealing with stuff like this? What's going on? Carl Childers, I honestly think that you are now trolling me. I'll tell you why you're trolling me. And you're going to get banned. Because I saw you on Joe Buddy's stream last night. And if you're here for the right reasons, you wouldn't even know who Joe Buddy is. And the question you just asked me on insurance, I could answer that. But I'm not here to sell insurance or talk about insurance to somebody that's just trolling me. So, Carl, goodbye. Have yourself a nice life. Nice trolling job. I knew there was something off about you, Carl, in the first place, and you're probably blue ball Brandon. Or you're probably, Clorox bleach or somebody from the other side. I'm single, family doesn't live close by. Okay. Yeah, so you're by yourself? No boyfriend, no nothing, nobody to help you out. You just live in a house by yourself and you go to work and you come home. And do you have any friends or do you have any resources that you can reach out to help you with this? Or are you completely by yourself? Just kind of wondering. I'm not trying to ask too many questions. I'm trying to help you get the resources you need. Because it seems like, you need some help with this. Of course he is. Lucy, are you saying that Carl Childers is a troll? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, some trolls is funny. Some good trolls, what they'll do is they will try to come off like they're a real person and they're just a consumer of content. But we all know by their behavior and their questions, like if something feels off, it probably is. So I'm just not buying into that. I'm not buying into that. I just moved here, so pretty much alone. Are you working, Catwoman? Obviously, you have a house. You got to make money to pay your bills. You do have a job, right? Are you? Oh, well, you're working for yourself. Okay, you run your own business. That's right. Are you the one that said you run your own business? Is that it? Or do you work for somebody else? The reason why I thought you were running your own business is because you said that you're tired of hiring the wrong people, and what you meant was hiring a contractor to do some work on your house. Most definitely, yep. No, the reason why I noticed that is because I saw him on Joe Buddy's stream last night. How would he know about Joe Buddy if he was just here to get life coaching, right? He wouldn't follow Joe Buddy if he wasn't a troll. Anyone that follows Joe Buddy, now, for you guys, I know who you guys are. Maybe you guys may go over to Joe Buddy's channel out of curiosity to see the stupid shit he's doing if no one else is streaming. I can understand that. But, I was on 8-Bit Reactor's stream last night with Frostwolf Studios, and Joe Buddy was restreaming the stream at it was midnight where I'm at here on the West Coast, but Joe Buddy Central Time, he's in the Chicago area, Illinois area. At 2 a.m. in the morning, he was restreaming 8-Bit Reactor stream rather than being in bed with his wife and being there for his, infant child. So, if you're going to go and follow a man, an almost 50-year-old man that behaves in that way, and you're new on my channel and you're trying to tell me that you're a real person, I'm not buying that shit. Sorry. Catwoman says they're almost done. I just want them to finish and get gone. Okay. So Catwoman, do you work a corporate job or do you work for somebody else? Because if you work for somebody else, maybe you can ask some of your coworkers or your bosses if they have, if they can help you with that. I'm pretty sure most of them are homeowners and they can share their experiences with you. It kind of sounds like to me, Catwoman, and let me be honest with you. If you don't, I don't know if you feel comfortable saying this, or if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to give your exact age, but are you in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? Because I'm curious to know, because the older you are, the more experience you're going to have, but it kind of sounds like you're very inexperienced in some things that an older person would understand how to handle better. So I'm trying to direct you in the right way and help you learn how to handle these things better. But you're a homeowner, living by yourself. You move to a different area, and you don't know a lot of people there. So there's not a lot to work with there. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Hang on. Let me see here. Day after tomorrow is when I celebrate my birthday. Well, happy birthday once again, McNoodles. Lucy, wrinkled up 50-year-old man that has the maturity of a 12-year-old. I work in the auto industry. Fantastic. Okay, so Catwoman, the next time you go to work, ask, you don't have to be specific. We're not trying to dox anybody here. Ask either if you work for mechanics or with mechanics, or if you work at a car dealership, wherever you work at, ask your coworkers, ask your bosses, for their opinion. They're homeowners. I'm surprised that you already didn't ask them. And the best way to make friends when you move to a new area is with the people you work with, or through the people you work with. And what it's telling me, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm being honest with you. Maybe you're the type of person that, likes to spend time with yourself. I'm not trying to be rude by saying this, but it kind of sounds like, you're an antisocial type of person, or maybe you're more of the shy type. And, you have difficulty connecting with people due to something else. such as being shy or something like that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that, if I were to move into a new area where I didn't know anybody, I would know the whole freaking town in 2 days because I like to talk and I like to meet people, but I'm not a shy guy. So, I'm just I'm 27, so yes, not a lot of experience in dealing. So you're young, you moved out of the area of your family, you're on your own, you're young, no disrespect, but the younger you are, the less experience you have in life. There's a lot of things there. I mean, for you to own a home at age 27, hats off to you. Now, if you lived here in the Bay Area and you saw the prices of homes here, it'd be a little different. I'm sure the homes in your area are much more affordable. But the fact that you own a home at age 27, I tip my hat to you. That's awesome. That's great. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm a bit shy. Well, you're really shy, but that's okay. No worries about that. No worries about that. You got to go out there and start socializing with people. You got to stand up in front of your mirror and do this, Catwoman. And then come back and tell me, well, you can come back anytime, but give it a week and then answer this question when you come back on a future show. But you can come back before that, no problem. Go to the mirror once we're done live here and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. 5 fucking times. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself, okay? Because it starts with loving you first. And when you feel that way about yourself, when you tell yourself you love yourself, you're going to go out into the world and project that in a positive way to other people around you. Now, you don't go out to the world and say, hi, I'm Catwoman or whatever your name is. I love myself, so you should love me too. No, that's not what I mean. But that's the way you're feeling about yourself deep inside. And you walk around with confidence and that radiates to people around you. And when you love yourself and you're humble about it, but you're not shy and you're open and outgoing, everyone's going to want to be your friend. Try that out and see how that works. And then you're going to build more resources. You're going to make more friends. You're going to build more resources. You might even find the man of your dreams. You never know. But I want to help you. Keep coming back. I want to help you, and I'd love to get some updates on your story because you're the type of person I really want to help. Like, these are the people that we need to help. And you're a millennial. And I like the fact that you're a millennial that's not the typical stereotypical type of millennial. You're not out there creating memes. At least I think you're not. I don't think you are. You're not out there attacking people. You're not a part of this groupthink mentality that a lot of millennials have. I respect the fact that you're a 27-year-old woman, you bought your own home, and you're trying to create a life for yourself. Now, start focusing on yourself. And tell yourself that you love yourself. And once you start loving yourself, I'm not saying you don't, but you're a little shy. When you start telling yourself that you love yourself more often by looking at yourself in the mirror every day and talking to yourself, you're going to start to gain more confidence. And then when dealing with other people, you're going to feel good about interacting with them. And you're not going to be shy. Trust me. We've all gone through that. I've been through that as well. Absolutely. McNoodle says, I've always wanted to meet a monkey. Why is that, McNoodles? Why is that? We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes, folks. I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes here. Unless anyone else has any other questions, we're going to wrap this up. So let me know now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. No, I'll be back. I'll be back probably in about a couple of hours with another stream where I'm going to be critiquing a second video that I didn't get to on my stream yesterday regarding, the behavior of some modern men. It's just crazy. If you didn't see my stream yesterday, check it out. I critiqued this awesome video by a guy named Coach Blackpill. It was 2 streams ago. Okay, so not this live stream, not the previous one last night, the previous one before that. So 2 streams before this one, and check it out. It's pretty interesting because men today, the millennial men and the Gen Z, post-millennial I generation men, they're just not the same as the traditional type of man. And we got to help these men. It's just sad what's happening to men nowadays. So let me see here. Catwoman says, good advice, Mr. Eli. Thank you for your support. Didn't mean to become the focus of your show, though. You're making me blush a little. I'm not trying to make you the focus of my show. I just want to help you. I help people. If there's a good question somebody's asking, and it's it's relevant to making it the highlight of the show, then it's going to be the highlight of the show because it's the best question anybody asked. You asked some good questions, and you actually allowed me to do what I was meant to do, coaching. And I'm glad that I could help you on that. No need to make you blush at all. I'm an old man too. I'm 45 years old. Shit, I'm almost fucking twice your age. I shouldn't be making you blush. Oh man, just trying to cheer you up a little bit there, Catwoman. It's going to be all right. Look, no contractors are perfect. People make mistakes, but just communicate with them and state with them. State what you want to state with them, and ask them how much longer is it going to take. Now we're out of the contract. This is actually making things a little bit more difficult for me. And then find out if in the contract there are repercussions for them not finishing the job on time. That's what a contractor does. They create contracts and then you sign it. And then if the contract is broken on either side, the side that breaks the contract is going to pay. It looks like they've broken their contract. So go read your contract. I hope you read the full contract before you signed it. I hope you did. And if you didn't, maybe in the future, this will teach you a lesson to read the fine print before signing anything. Get a second opinion from friends, coworkers, etc. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, give me just a second here, folks. Give me just a second here. I just want to check something out. Now, folks, let me mention something here. Just for shits and giggles. Because I'm telling you, Joe Buddy on his secondary channel, because I took down his first channel for violating my copyright legitimately, is restreaming me again with a bunch of losers on there, and he's a loser himself. Last night, the guy's up late, not in bed with his wife, not there for their son, and he restreams 8-Bit Reactor. Now he gets up and restreams my stuff. You know what, Joe? You're a loser, dude. You are. You're a freaking loser for doing that, dude. You're almost 50 years old, and for you I don't care. You want to restream it, restream it. I don't give a shit. I'm only mentioning this, Joe, to show, the type of person that you are. To show how insecure of a person you are. To the point of where you will put your family life on hold and your real estate business on hold to restream my streams or any other stream I go on. And let me tell you, Joe, I'm going to be streaming 3 times a day. Minimum, maybe 4 times a day. If you and the other people that are restreaming this want to restream me 3 or 4 times a day, and you want to put your life on hold and your channel on hold to restream me, then go right ahead. Let's see how long that lasts, and let's see how long it takes before your audience is bored. I'm going to make you guys work. If you want to restream my shit and continue to get away with it, you're going to have to keep up with me. And if you say, oh, I'll be here live every time you go live, well, that's great. At what price is it going to cost you? Is it going to cost you clients that are not going to, that you're not going to make money from to pay your bills? Is it going to cost you your marriage? Is it going to cost you friends? At what price? What price are you willing to pay within yourself and your own personal life to stick it to me? I'm laughing at that because you're a fucking loser. Seriously, you are. You're nothing but a damn loser. So keep doing what you're doing. Eventually people get bored of it. Let's see. Gravy Bake says, "Had a grip on life. Why do you hate memes so much?" Because they're stupid, dude. I mean, some of them are funny, bro. But quite honestly, they bore the shit out of me. They're boring. They're stupid, man. Anybody can launch Photoshop or a photo editor and, superimpose picture. What do you call it? Is it called superimposing? Superimpose pictures. Let me look that up before I get criticized for that. Superimpose, yeah. Place or lay one thing over another, typically so that both are still evident. That's all it is superimposing my face on a man's body that's ripped with a 6-pack, or my face on a chicken's body. I mean, dude, look, it may be funny the first time or two, but it gets old. It's stupid. I got more important things to do. I'd rather go hiking. And, check out a woman's ass while I'm on the hiking trail than do a meme. You understand what I'm saying? It just bores the shit out of me. Fonzo, Catwoman, so long you don't end up like Miss Deagle's gremlins with 50 cats. Oh, yeah. We'll never feed them after midnight, Fonzo. Never feed the gremlins after midnight. For those of you that saw Gremlins back in the 80s, great freaking movie. Catwoman, Fonzo, oh my, no, 50 would be tragic. Catwoman, if you have not seen Gremlins, the movie from the 80s, great freaking flick. Only me more 3012. Every older gen moans about the younger gen. It is a time-honored fact. Yep, good point there, Mort. Catwoman, Fonzo, that's a loaded statement. Yeah, Mort says fine print, at least here in the UK, can't break statutory laws and regulations. Some contracts try and break regulations, but when pushed, they know the law is the law. They know law is law. Lucy, he was hitting on Lisa last night. Who was hitting on Lisa last night? I was going to boot the immoral punk. Who was hitting on Lisa last night, Lucy? Anon. Okay. Catwoman says, add a grip on life. Hey, Coach Eli, a little off topic here, but my brother wears those kind of hats. He's always looking for them with a new twist style. Do you buy yours anywhere in particular? No, sometimes Amazon. Sometimes I'll do a Google search. This is actually a Stetson newspaper delivery boy hat. It's a leather hat. Now, I have another newspaper delivery boy hat I haven't worn in a while. It's kind of like a greenish hat. I should wear that on the next stream. I probably will. I think I have that one in my car. And then I also have a Kangol 507 wool hat. And then I have my rooster hat. It's just a baseball hat. I just look online, and whatever I find a good deal on. Some of these hats are not cheap. This hat here cost, I think it was about 70 or 80 bucks. It is a leather hat. I don't wear this too often. I may wear it when I go out, for a night on the town, but besides that and wearing this on a few live streams, I have the original packaging of this. I pack it up and I keep it nice, and I want the leather to smell good and look good. But yeah, these are about 70, 80 bucks. The Kangol 507 hat, I believe, was 50, 55 bucks, but the wool hats, you really don't want to wear them that much during the summer. I mean, I don't wear them when it's hot. If it's a little bit chilly at night, I'll put on the wool hat. But, wool is wool's gonna make you hot, or at least, keep you warm if it's cold. So yeah, I would go to the best place to search for anything. I hate to say it because they undersell everybody. Okay. Is Amazon. Just go to Amazon. There's a hat. I know the first hat I bought was from a guy out there called Rooster Headwear. I bought from him because his company's named Rooster Headwear, because I'm the morning rooster. I'm here to awaken your success. The morning rooster! Throwing down those truth bombs with the morning rooster. So I go to Amazon, type in Rooster, Rooster, space headwear, Headw, I think it's Wear. Yeah, Rooster Headwear. I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah. I'm going to send you a link in the chat. Now, let me tell you why I recommend Rooster Headwear. I would recommend him regardless. Let me share the story with you before I wrap this up. Go to this link here, amazon.com/stores/Rooster Headwear. Okay. There's a link right there. Now, when I bought the Rooster Headwear hat, I gave it 5 stars. I gave it a review. And I forgot what I did. I gave it 5 stars. I gave it a review. And the owner of Rooster Headwear said, if you write a formal review for me to put, I forgot where he put it, somewhere else. If you write another formal review for me, I will refund you your money on your hat. And I think the hat I bought from Rooster Headwear was only about 35 or 40 bucks. It was a nice hat. Very reasonably priced too. I told the guy, I emailed him back. I said, I'd be happy to give you a review. I'm going to do it right now below here. And I don't want you to refund me my money, because you just made my day offering that to me. And the fact that you offered that to me alone, or even got back to me, is far above and beyond what most other people do today. So please keep my money. I want to write a review for you, and I'm going to promote the shit out. I didn't say shit, but I said I'm going to promote the heck out of you, right? Okay. So I send the review in, right? And the guy says, "Thank you very much for your review. Have a good day." And then I get a notification that he refunded me my money anyways, and I'm like, shit. And then I wrote him another email. I said, "Thank you again for the refund. I really wish you would have kept the money. I like supporting people like you that are real and genuine, but I will be buying more hats from you in the future." And I haven't bought a hat from him, but I think the next hat I will buy will be from Rooster Headwear. So let me tell you, folks, I'm about recommendations. See, when you treat people good, they never forget about you. When you treat them that good, they never forget about you. I still have not forgotten about that purchase, and I made that purchase almost 3 years ago. I just went there. Those are pretty nice. I like them. Yeah, and let me tell you, this is an independently owned company by a pretty good guy. The service is phenomenal, and the quality of the hats are great, and they're reasonably priced. I highly recommend it. Now, you can also do an Amazon search for other hats, but Rooster Headwear, that's where I got my first newspaper delivery boy hat. It was a greenish hat. I wonder if I can even find the hat there. Not a hat person except winter when woolen hat. Great. Yeah, wool hats in the winter, they keep your head warm, dude. Oh, yeah. And they look good, too. Get a Kangol hat, man. Kangol makes some of the best wool hats, man. Kangol's freaking great, man. They're freaking awesome. Hey, Eli, do you have a soundboard? McNoodles, you know I have a soundboard, dude. I do. Yes. Record scratch. Yep. School's almost out. And this is what I do to the trolls. Oh, Jamie's flagging me for cyberbullying and harassment is what someone's telling me behind the scenes. Go right ahead. Cyberbullying and harassment, how am I doing that? How am I cyberbullying and harassing? I'm not cyberbullying and harassing anyone. If anyone's cyberbullying and harassing, it's you guys for relaying my live streams. Let Jamie do what he wants. Jamie's just going to try to take me down because he's unhappy that I legitimately reported his videos and Joe's videos for attacking me and harassing me consistently by relaying my live streams and shoving rainbow dildos in my face and this and that. So they can't stand the fact that I'm a better YouTuber than they are. And you know what, Joe and Jamie? You guys try to keep up with me. I'm going to be doing 3 streams per day. I'm going to make you guys work all day, every day, and put everything else that you want to create for yourselves on hold to try and keep up with me. Good luck. I'm not worried about that behind the scenes. I'm not worried about it. They can do whatever they want to do. Yeah, Lucy says the unemployed 34-year-old millennial that still lives with his mother and father. Right, he has nothing better to do. And the sad thing is, you got a guy like Joe Buddy, it's not even his real name, that is here restreaming everybody rather than working his real estate job and being there with his wife and kids. He's a grown-ass, almost 50-year-old man that is a troll on YouTube. It says a lot about how these people feel about themselves. And they can't stand the fact that I've moved on. I've got a great show here. I've got people that want to be here. I'm going to grow and move forward without them. And I only have 15 people here right now, but guess what? I'm enjoying the show. We're having a good time. And more new and great people are going to come here, and we're going to eventually surpass these trolls to the point of where they won't even be a blip on our radar anymore. So let me read a few more things here. Hey, subs, let's hang out. Hey, Kool-Aid Jimmy, welcome to the show. Maybe Joe's wife would love his immortality. Maybe, Lucy, who knows? Let's see. Anyway. So, all right, folks, I'm going to wrap up this show here. We have 17 in the box. I'm going to be back in a couple hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours, probably around 4 Eastern or 4:30 Eastern, which is 1 or 1:30 Pacific. I'll be back for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours max. I'll be doing the second part of the behavior of modern day men. the sad behavior of some modern men is just, ridiculous. And I could only get through one of the videos yesterday because it was a really good first video. So I'll be back for the second video in just a little bit. But yeah, Kool-Aid Jimmy, man, I haven't seen you around much lately. Are people not coming around because Susie hasn't been around? I know Susie and a lot of her people haven't been around lately because she hasn't been around. So, a lot of people are taking vacations and they're doing their own thing. And so, but you know what? It's still great to have 15 to 17 people here on a channel with just over 450 subs that really want to be here. And we're going to keep growing, folks. So I'll be back. Once again, if you want to sign up for the free live private OBS tutorial, okay, this Tuesday, July 30th, 2019 at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, you need to email me. You can go below in the description section and find the email, Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com. Send me an actual email, not a Hangouts message, an actual email. In the subject line, put in, I want to join the free private OBS tutorial stream. And then send me that email from the email associated with the YouTube account that you log into. Or at least mention that email within the body of the email. And then I will add you on that list. I will also send further instructions, like I said earlier, probably by late Monday night, and you'll get them, folks, by Tuesday morning before the show goes live. So, anyway, so yeah, look. To the people behind the scenes that are making me aware that Jamie's flagging me for cyberbullying and harassment, they can flag away all they want. There's no cyberbullying and harassment happening here. Okay? So let them do what they want to do because they're trolls. And they're people that have nothing better to do with their free time. And they're just jealous because of the fact that I'm actually getting somewhere and I've got something good to offer these people. If they had a life that they could focus on, that they were happy about, even if they didn't like me, they would not focus this much attention. Like right now, to be honest with you, these people are stalking me and harassing me daily. But they're trying to flip it around and say, I'm going to flag you for cyberbullying and harassment because I've got nothing more to come at you with. Right? Because I'm jealous of you, Eli, for being a better YouTuber than me, even though I have more subs than you. And I know, Eli, you're growing and you're going to get more traction than me, and I can't stand that. So I'm gonna troll you and try to get you shut down, even though you're not violating YouTube guidelines. Go for it, Jamie. Do what you got to do, man. But hey, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And let me tell you something, Jamie, before I wrap up this show here. I know you're watching. I know you're watching, Jamie. So let me tell you something. Jamie, karma has no deadline. And I am projecting onto you the wrath of karma for your inappropriate behavior. Remember, Joe Buddy and Jamie. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow or next week, but at one point, karma is going to come back. And karma only brings you back what you give to it, what you put into it. With that being said, folks, I'll see you all in about an hour or so. Did you get my email? Yes, I did, 8-bit. Well, you haven't been on now. I've been on, bro. I've been on the last couple days. But I'll be back in about an hour and a half to 2 hours with an actual topic show, and then I'll be back later after that with another impromptu Ask Coach Eli Anything stream. Keep the streams coming. The majority of them don't have a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. Yeah. You guys enjoying these streams here? I mean, seriously, bro. Let me know. Well, let me know, folks. While I wait for that, let me check one more thing here, and then we're going to get on out of here. Just a second. Oh, I didn't notice this. 3 minutes before, Frostwolf Studios sent a donation, I got another donation from Anthony Mineta. Hello, Coach. Just bought an iMac Pro. Any tips? I'm not a Mac expert, bro. The only Apple product I have is the iPhone. I use PCs. Macs are proprietary. I don't have a problem with my phone being proprietary because the iPhone does what I need to do, and it's a good phone, and it's reliable and stable. When it comes to a laptop or desktop or anything else, I use Windows. Let me tell you something. Apple's laptops and desktops are way overpriced. You can get way more bang for your buck with greater specs going PC and having more flexibility and not being stuck on a proprietary system if you go with a PC. But I know many people that have been buying Macs, and I'm like, okay, that's on you. I can't help you. I don't know, the Mac OS system. I don't. I know Windows. I've been using Windows since Windows 3 and 3.1, like 30 plus years ago. I am a Windows expert. I can fix any laptop or desktop, hardware, software. When it comes to Apple, it's proprietary. You can't even open their shit without special tools. And their replacement parts are incredibly high. Let me tell you something. If you spend $1,000 on a PC and $1,000 on a Mac, you will get 2 times more powerful of a system with a PC than a Mac for the same price. And I'm going to thank Mineta for the $2 PayPal donation. That's going to bring the OBS training fund to $2.79. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 8-Bit Reactor says, yeah. Lucy says, most definitely. And that's where we're going to wrap it up today, folks. I'll see you all, folks, just a little bit. Have yourselves a great one, and I'll be back in a bit. Take care for now. Bye-bye.